right, welcome back. Our next guest is a best-selling author and two-time presidential candidate. And joining us now is author Marianne Williamson, who's in town for a workshop on one of her books, The Mystic Jesus. Thank you, Marianne, for being here with us this morning. It's truly an honor to have you in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. All right. So you said that you're in town for one day. You're going to be with the Altar Community Group going over The Mystic Jesus, one of your books that came out earlier this year.
We're talking about the changes that are going on in the world and the changes that are going on inside us.
Right.
I think Christmas time is certainly, the holidays give us an opportunity to think about a light inside us and our capacity to love one another. I think there's so much change going on in the country right now.
Yes.
And people are feeling it. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear. And somehow we have to find new ways of thinking and being, as well as the changes that have to occur outside. And that's what we're going to be talking about, taking a deep dive into those changes in all of our hearts and minds.
And I know that in addition to that, you're hoping to help people find a connection, between, their search for connection and purpose. How do you hope to garner that through your discussion this afternoon?
Well, really, all of the great spiritual themes in all of the religions, even this particular book called Mystic Jesus is not a Christian book per se. It's about those universal spiritual themes at the heart of all the great religious teachings. And people realize that we have lost something in our society. We've lost something in the modern world. We're not putting love first. We're putting money first. We're putting things first. And we're looking for things. We're looking for a sense of purpose, a sense of solace, a sense of comfort, a sense of connection outside of ourselves, and it's not working.
Yeah, things that you can't buy.
Things we're calling it a mental health crisis, and really it's a spiritual crisis, I think, at the heart of our inability to love, to connect with others, and it's breaking down our families. It's hurting our marriages. It's hurting our relationships with our children. There's a decline of some of the things that are most important. And people realize this. It's not like this is news to anyone, but an opportunity like what we're doing at Altar this afternoon is a chance to come together with other people to talk about the great spiritual themes and their psychological significance, tearing down the barriers that keep us from our capacity to connect with other people. Because if we don't have that in this country, no matter what kind of external changes we make, Martin Luther King said, in order to create the beloved community, which is what he said society should be, he said we need quantitative changes in our circumstances and qualitative shifts in our souls. We need to have both internal and external change, a kind of integrative politics, an integrative mind, body, spirit connection to changing society and not just healing our bodies.
Absolutely. So it sounds like this afternoon session is definitely going to be, sounds like almost like an inner healing.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
why I'm here. No point doing this otherwise. If you don't leave there feeling like, wow, I got something, then I failed.
Right, yeah, I've got something just sitting here talking to you. I know, so you've mentioned, trying to unite people in the midst of society, which you've alluded to is there's so much separateness and division. How can we, as you mentioned, you mentioned love and that type of thing, but what more can you say in terms of uniting us?
Respect, Jewel.
Yeah.
I ran for president, and what I've seen, the American people are not the problem. The American people, we all have to come out of our silos now. And nobody has a monopoly on truth. Nobody owes it to you to agree with you. And all of us own this country. President Eisenhower said the American mind at its best is both liberal and conservative. We've become a mean-spirited society, particularly politically. This acting like people who don't agree with me. First of all, people don't owe it to you, like I said. And people want respect for their beliefs, and people want to feel validated. I don't have to agree with you ultimately, but I can respect the fact that you have an opinion.
Absolutely.
Some of these things that are just common sense, these ways of being graciously with other people, those things have fallen down in our society, and it's hurt the fabric, the tenor of American civilization. We will not be able to stand the next 4 years if everything is oppositional. Politics, like everything else, should be complementary. It's a both and. And we have got to get back to these basics of being a righteous human being, or nothing is going to repair.
All right. Well, Marianne, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Certainly appreciate you being here. You can catch Marianne today at the Altar Community event beginning at 2 p.m. in Logan Square, and you can find more information at altarcommunity.com. You can also find more information and purchase Marianne's books on her website, marianne.com. She's also on social media. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you
All right,
so much.
Sending it over to you, Tim.